Sifu Esports, where gamers unite.
He got a rampage in the replay that I was watching earlier, watching him, studying him a bit. He got some early rampage on Luna. He's very, very good at playing this. And TA comes in as a last pick here by KEYD Stars.
I was surprised. I was wondering, because sometimes you see, the teams go for a late smoke where they walk out and then, they take their time. But yeah, they just consistently, they're kind of greedy with the way that they like to play. Every other team that we've seen.
They know where TA is. They had a ward, saw her run up and meld, so now they can go on her.
Let's break the smoking jungles. Down. Pressure already being placed on Costa, and they just have too much damage. So the first blood gonna go over to Neo. They're gonna see if they can finish off FCR, and he is tanky, but they have plenty of lockdown, so they'll get themselves two, and they'll get themselves some bounty runes.
But great play by LGD. Again, very avoidable though for KEYD Stars.
You see a little bit of skirmishing over here again. They had Planet in a good position for the calling. Throughout the tree, just put a little pressure back down, but it's going to be pretty difficult for them as they'll use a blood grenade. In comes Costa, though. He's going to try to assist, and there it is. There is a redemption kill. Planet now on the run. We'll have that sprout up in a second, but I'm not sure if King Jungles will opt to go for it. Why are you Smile sitting very low here at top? Has 2 stacks of those bristles, 3. King RD putting out some more harass. Is tanking a bunch of this creep wave, though. Does have to be a little bit careful. He's going to go for the snowball play. Maybe just a little bit too far. FCR not in position. Yeah, this is a bait for sure. Maybe they get lucky. Maybe FCR can chase down this Phoenix, but King RD is going to fall first, and it's going to be the neutral creep who finishes off Why You Smile. Have a rotation top, so not the mid lane this time. We'll be having the support make their way top, probably trying to slow down the bristle. If at all possible. Leaving New all alone. Again, he is fairly tanky, though. He did just finish up that Vanguard, and that is going to give a little bit more breathing space. But the top lane, yeah, Bristle, FCR, he was not prepared for this. And he's got his Vanguard, but he's not going to be able to withstand what they throw at him here in the top lane.
This is the big offset in this game. Bristle, I said they need to hit that Aghanim's timing really hard, and they're delaying it now with the way they're playing.
King
A lot of room for Puck.
Trying to just secure the rune if possible. Shards are going to push him up over the high ground, though, but there's the hit, there's the rotation, a nice fissure. King RD going to eventually fall here.
At the same time, running for
New. Can they finish him off? They need one more hit. They have it.
Interestingly, Luna has gone for the 2-0-2 build. He is holding a skill point, so I'm sure he wants to go into the Moonglaves and start jungling. Dive comes in.
Top lane, King Jungles in position, throwing out that hold here. King RD, they finish him off. In comes Planet, might be able to go and get themselves returned to the snowball, though. Coming into play, King RD will end up dying, but those shards holding into place. FCR, he wants more. He wants Planet. He's got a bunch of these stacks up here. He's got 5, needs a little bit more to finish off this Muerta, and he'll be able to get it. So that's a double kill. This Bristleback is going to be able to bounce back. We really haven't seen any sort of movement coming out from this mid lane just yet. Doom is going to get used on the bottom lane. Costa is going to get brought back. And Why You Smile already in a great position. Analog, though, there it is. There's that rotation we talked about with King Jungles. They want to finish off Why You Smile, but that dead shot off in the side. Oh, it's going to be able to help finish off King Jungles as there's a big rotation to this bottom lane. Still holding on to the Echo Slam. Not necessary.
Yeah, they get a 1-for-1 trade, but they won't really be able to hold the tower here. Sneaky rotation here with the smoke.
You see Why You Smile. The teleports are coming out, though, so you do have to be careful. King RD throws out the shards. Doesn't really matter, though, when you're up against this Phoenix calling. Making sure that he will be silenced up. Does not have that snowball. Has a couple wand charges. They'll use the egg, and they'll secure a kill because King Jungle's on the back lines. But the rest of the team, they are here. A nice dead shot. Maybe buys them enough time so that Why You Smile will be able to survive his egg. And they take down King Jungles. It is the neutral creep, though. Again, man, I feel like these neutral creeps have made so many moves this game. Yeah, really haven't seen any motion towards that buy angle in terms of like doing any scouting, any sort of visual. The King Jungles dash up. Oh my goodness, the jump forward here from nothing to say. They want to give it a cuss, but the snowball rolling on through. Buys a bit more time. He's going to try to teleport away. Cannot do it. It was a valiant effort from King RD, but LGD, they were already ready. Look at these body blocks. He's saying, King RD, you are not getting out alive. No way.
Already, though, LGD, they know this. They're making a move towards top, not giving up the top area.
They've got absolutely terrifying team fight on top of this. So FCR is going to break the smoke. You see that he's got that. They even just go right in for the Echo Slam. They don't want to allow him to be able to use this, so Just a quick and just calculated hit coming out from the side of LGD.
I guess you could say that their team is missing pushing power, but split pushing against this lineup I don't think works.
Yeah, King Jungle's getting spotted out. There's that A-Test like we talked about, calling, Sunray, Fissure, everything. They'll finish him off a nice Dream Coil, but they just don't have the means to back it up yet. Costa making his way over. It's just so slow thanks to those Fire Spirits. The Icarus dive away, Egg over to the side. King RD trying to finish off, nothing to say, but he's not going to be able to. Costa running again, that Rod
Doom is here.
coming into play. Doom over onto FCR. Costa's just taking too much damage with the Sunray and everything else. That is yet another kill going the way of LGD.
But I feel like they have a solution to the Bloodstone right now already in their draft.
Yeah, that is a little bit surprising. Would you like to see FCR? Like, so we've talked about this when we've watched Spirit games, and granted, Spirit is in crazy TI form. Hold on to that thought. Top lane, they see you, but there's a follow-up from nothing to say that Doom comes out. King RD is obliterated, and Costa does not survive at all. Almost have that Agnum Scepter completed now for Nature's Prophet. So that will help out in some of these really large team fights, being able to, rip people into place. But it definitely, you need more. Like, you can't go into this team right now 5v5. It's just going to be too painful.
It's, one component, and having the BKB just now completing on TA as well. They're hitting a few timings. They're also very close to a full Blink Dagger on Tusk.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Puck.
There is a nice find there for the side of LGD.
See the value of having those Watchers. It's so nice, just extra wards, and Puck walking up a dangerous high ground.
A little bit surprised over here as Neo finding an opening on King RD, even opts to use the Doom. Just wants to ensure that he can get this pick off right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty chill game for him, and a last little whip comes out.
King Jungles is trying to help out here, and again, he's fairly tanky. They need to have some sort of way to cancel out the TP, and they just don't have it, unfortunately, for the side of KEYD Stars, as Shiro's already in the base, realizing, okay, Puck's down, Tusk is down. We can put some pressure because they're just not going to want to take this battle without some of their other heroes.
Yeah, like I said, if he manages to crack a tier 3 tower, that's when Luna, we've all seen how fast she can just take the barracks. So this bit of damage on tier 3 tower, even though she didn't take it now, is really big.
King Jungles needs to be very careful here because he's got nothing to say, chasing around the secret shop, and he is just dead. As over in the mid lane, FCR is trying to just push them off the buildings. The Eclipse does get used. He's all right. He's still alive. They took a lot of damage as back lane. You can see the Dream Coil gets used on Why You Smile and Shiro, but not going to have that damage quite yet as Analog popping back in yet again. Wants to finish off Why You Smile. Will be able to do it. Atos holding King RD into play. Jumping in. There it is. There's the Echo Slam from nothing to say. They rip apart both of the heroes on the side of KEYD Stars. And now Costa running for his life. This is not looking like he'll survive this either. A very precise hit here coming out from LGD, which is going to mean that they can go break into the base.
They're just going straight for it. Beautiful play again. LGD are just playing them like a fiddle at this point, baiting them. Even the Phoenix kill that they got, this like, oh, small victories, right? Well, you got the Phoenix, but then you overcommitted because of it. Did you really get the Phoenix, or did he allow you to go on him? It feels like LGD are just 2 steps ahead.
Feel like they get got. Now King Jungles, the Doom is back up. He's going to get picked off by New. He's on to his tricks here, trying to cut the wave.
Yeah, they're running the Murta. Can she get a dead shot?
They're trying to...
Doesn't expect it.
Feels like they're trying to pin... Oh, landed! This guy's good. A little bit of a dodge here on that Atos, the blink out. They can see themselves, Shiro. They want to try to make something happen off of this. Shard's coming into play. FCR just turning his back, just trying to start stacking all of this nasty stuff. They do have the Satanic. That's a good throw in the middle here as he jumps and get rid of FCR. That big threat no longer an issue. Costa trying to kite around the other side, but King RG will be next to fall. And now they'll end up losing King Jungle's Analog, running away. That is not the way that KEYD Stars wanted that fight to go. And LGD, they feel very good about it.
Doing a good job healing him up, even through the Bristleback.
Well, he has Doom, but his speed very quick, gets it down. Analog, your finger's just not fast enough, my friend.
Over on LGD, we definitely see that. Their entire roster is shining here. But again, TA gets caught by a Doom.
Costa cannot be on this map if he doesn't know where Neo is. In fact, look, this is just, he knows that he can't run away. And the TPs come out, or sorry, the tips come out from LGD.
But yeah, he's repping here from the offlane. Shiro on the high ground with Aegis.
I mean, the bright side, they don't have Doom. This might be the best fight that they could potentially get, but they don't have their TA either, which is the main source. Plus, they've got the Aegis. In comes Neo, finding the opening onto FCR. He's just toast.
He got way too close there, trying to defend the barracks. Not sure why he walks close even when there's no way they can fight, but this is looking all but over right now.
Yeah. They smell the blood in the water, for sure. They realize there's no buyback on TA. This bristleback, who's supposed to be so incredibly strong, is just pretty much a non-factor. They will buy back, though.
Yeah, gonna try to get out, but the Fissure is keeping them in their base.
I don't think they can. Analog jumping in. They want to show signs of life. They get the Dream Coil off on the backside, but who do you focus on? Nothing to say. Jumps in. And again, there's going to be another buyback. The Aegis here. King RD, he's trying. They're just putting out as much as they can, seeing if they can get a kill. Kosta's in his base practically. And he still gets finishing. It is GG.
A little bit of a fountain dive before ending this game. Beautiful game won by LGD. Super strong performance here. And I mean, KEYD Stars, they just looked pretty lost on the map. I think a lot of it comes back to the early game. Acro Spirit Breaker with the charge can be really, really good as well later on when you get the cooldown reduction going with Aghanims and Octarine. This is an interesting draft, and LGD kind of breaking the mold of their, I say they usually don't go very niche in their drafts. They're usually very, methodical and structured, and their drafts typically don't have a big weakness.
Is it better to have the aggressive try down here to try to get Kosta, these CS, as I say that. They do have nice setup, though. Why you smile? Not going to be quite as survivable as this Weaver. Needs to get a little bit more damage in their final hit. It will go to Kosta. Well, 6, though. Analog should have it in the next creep that dies. Unless it gets denied. As there is a little skirmish between King RD and Planet off to the side. Charge in. Coming out from nothing to say. Not level 6 just yet. Do you have the level 6 online for Pango? No mana, though, for the time being. So 6-minute room is going to be important. King Jungles is here. They're making the rotation with King RD. They want to make sure that he is not going to be able to do anything. And there's another tip going out here.
There's still 3 big creeps there with FCR, so slowing down a little bit the farm at least.
Underneath the ward. This is looking very spooky for him. He's going to try to use that Stormhammer. He's held into place with the Fortune's End. In comes Analog. He's a little late, though. A little bit of pressure being placed onto Planet. Does have to be careful, though, because they have new nearby. Planet taking pretty low. The ball, they'll use the sight, but not going to be able to do the damage thanks to Why You Smile. Rotating top. King RD will indeed die. As FCR in an awkward position now. Just going to back off. They have the Pango. Analog's coming in hot now. He's got himself a double damage that's been just bottled up. Will connect over onto Why You Smile, but doesn't feel like he really wants to do this. They're lacking just that lockdown that is needed to continue that threaten from nothing to say with the Nether Strike. Just start pulling it down.
They want to jump him when he charges. Not gonna go though.
It's not gonna buy it. Over on the side though, Planet taking a lot of damage from these creeps. Gonna try to use that blinding light. A nice play coming out from Why You Smile. We'll keep him alive a little bit longer as he navigates around the side. King RD in an awkward position, as is Analog. He's got the Rolling Thunder. They're trying to go through here, but doesn't look like he's gonna be able to finish anyone up. Maybe he gets himself Planet. There's the opening, but on the back lines now, FCR, he's gonna try to use the sight, almost managing to finish off Shiro. It's so close. He needs just a little bit more damage, and those two manage to find it. FCR gonna try to teleport away. Not gonna be able to manage, though. He will end up dying as now Analog running away from nothing to say. They're high-fiving each other on the way out, but I wouldn't say poverty mode necessarily, but with not buying like those smokes earlier and whatnot, it feels like they have been pretty greedy. A little bit of a movement over here into the buy angle. They are split up, but that could be very dangerous for the side of Vivo Keystars because they will end up getting pinsued if they're not careful. We'll see Planet, though. They'll go for the sight. They even go for the Rolling Thunder. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication on that. Probably didn't need both of those, but Jump
don't have the
over
kickback,
onto
sadly.
Why Smile. King RD, though, is in an awkward position. Geshma comes out over onto Nothing to Say. They've already lost King RD. Nothing to Say, though, sitting quite low, forced to use that promise over onto Nothing to Say, keep him alive. Costa trying to figure out, how do we do this? Do we want to go back in? Doing a lot of damage, but at the same time, it's a bristleback. He doesn't care. Shiro starts wiggling around on these back lines, putting pressure onto King Jungles. Does still have that time left, Coochieing around. They get a bot, send back this Coddle. He's getting right back into the fight. Lincoln's gonna pop. They'll go right back again. Nothing to Say. This Blade Mail's doing a lot as they're trying to figure out the angle. We'll end up losing King Jungle. Shiro diving underneath the tower. Along with Nothing to Say FCR. There's the charge over onto Analog, but will not continue as now the roll away from King RD on the back lines. SCR still looking. Again, the charge onto Analog. They're trying to just get as much damage off as possible to Stormhammer. Lots of clean. Nothing to Say is just isolated now. They'll get the kill, and they'll turn their attention now over to new FCR. He's just coated in quills, 10 of them. In fact, do they go back in is the question. The war cry comes out from Costa. Such a long fight. Costa. Oh, it's Planet. Planet breaking the smoke again. Why you Smile on the back lines? Nice positioning. Analog needs to be careful. He might be a little bit too far away from the rest of his team. Look at those twins. Oh my god. He is just dead as King Jungle's left behind. Nothing to Say, bashing away. Get a big Illuminate. They wanted Planet. They have to at least get this on the side of Keystars. And it does look like they'll manage to do it, but now FCR, these stacks, these pulls, everything just obliterating him. King RD diving back to the safety of his tower. LGD showing up in a big way in that fight.
Disrespecting the Aghanim Scepter and the Shard. Like I said, the Shard timing for Bristleback is when he gets really, really strong.
Granted, they can have a Spirit Breaker there at any moment. Costa is going to go use that Shadow Blade. Oh, and there is Why You Smile on Planet. Look at this positioning from these supports. Costa's going to walk right into them. Why You Smile. There it is. There's the guy that you want to go after. Positioning down to the low ground. The charge coming through. Analog kind of stuck in the corner. Going to pop down. Why You Smile already using that false promise on himself. As you can see, they're rolling through. Planet stuck over on the side. Is just going to continuously get hit. Nothing to Say. Kind of in an awkward position. Shiro's joined into the fight. The chase is on after Nothing to Say, though. King RD and Analog looking to see if they can get their hands on them. But Neo, he's here. He's a big boy.
They're just running. They have to be happy with what they got. They got 2 important kills. Didn't lose anyone. Just try and get out now before the fight escalates into something else. And that was pretty much the dream fight for them.
King RD.
Oh, Earth Spirit, though, stuck around.
He got his Wisdom Rune, but I don't think, yeah. Maybe a little too greedy.
Yeah, with the bugs as well. They're going for the Tormentor Steel. Doesn't look like they have anything to say about it as well as Sven's not ready. Gonna be a shard over on the Oracle as well. They have good disengage on the side of Keepstars.
Getting close to the Harpoon. Wolf just find himself Planet. Just gets rid of him very quickly. Does need to be careful though. Neo making his way over. He's got the Aegis and he's got himself an Oracle. I think Costa got a little baited here. This is not looking different. They've got the reins on top of that. And he is just dead.
That was a greedy play. He even had a ward.
Nothing to Say. Teleporting in is going to jump on Analog. Does have the Weaver nearby too, so just going to end up losing the Pangolier.
And the charge keeps going?
No.
Thinks better of it. So maybe that's why the Bristol already having a BKB feels like he can't rely on the Silver Edge.
Saw Shiro with the double damage just slipping around the outsides. In Jungles, they have a charge on them. They've got this vision. While this is going on, they find the opening on the back end. Again, Planet, the first one to go down, and it's just totally separate. Why You Smile off to the side. Costa all by himself is getting knocked around by Nothing to Say. And Shiro, King RD will end up dying. Costa trying to buy himself a little bit of space, trying to have Analog come help him, but he's just a little bit too late. Dust is going to get used. Analog looking for the opening, but he's a big baddie, and it's just so hard to get him off of you. FCR going in with the side. Can they finish up Nothing to Say? No, they can't.
Nice save.
Thanks to the fact that they have this Oracle, and they'll end up losing Analog, and they'll end up losing FCR. It is a double kill for New.
Oh my god. Why You Smile always in such good positioning. Things are slipping fast right now. You can see the small area of the map that they're playing on. They need to get some of these D wards.
They can see Shiro over here, but unfortunately Shiro can see you, so King Jungles, you are absolutely toast, my friend.
Yeah, they don't really have a counterplay to Weaver running in like that. With Lincolns and BKB, it's tough for them to go on him.
Jump forward. Okay, they pop it immediately. There's the follow-up, though. As now Shiro. Okay, he's going to stay alive a little bit longer. Costa is just ripped apart. There'll be multiple buybacks coming out from Keystars as Analog separated from the rest of his team. Get King RD. This is looking disastrous now for Keystars. They're trying to find the opening, trying to do something here after they buy back. Costa, he's here, but New, he's just so big, so scary with that BKB. Look at this man. How do you stop him? It is looking so hard for them to do it. They'll go and just try to hold in place the site. It's just not enough damage. They don't seem to have it. King Jungles will go down. 3 dead on the side of Keystars. New, he's still alive. Still kicking. He's going to go one side into the face. He's just ripping them apart. Oh my God. Somebody stop this man.
Isn't really a good pickoff. And when they jumped the Oracle, he just kept himself safe. Good reactions by his team as well. Full Agams now for Spirit Breaker as he sneaks in and buys it behind the enemy lines.
King RD needs to be careful. He's about to walk right into... They see him. They're hoping maybe we can get a kill on Nothing to Say. He's a little bit separated from everyone else. Rolling Thunder coming through from Analog. And King Jungles is just dead. Nothing to Say. Sitting a bit low here. King RD putting out all of his spells as possible. FCR, he wants to try to do something. Doesn't have the sight, though. And there's the save again from the Oracle. Oldest Reign, keeping them alive. FCR is going to get chased down. Analog's dead. It is a full team wipe on Vivo Keystars. And the GGs get called. Man, if you're a China Dota fan, you're really, really happy right now.
He's fountain diving, but there's nobody there. Bristle is like, any more that I can kill? What a performance here by LGD. Both game 1 and game 2, I mean, particularly game 2, looking so clean. And Keystars, they were just fumbling pretty early on in this match.